Today we'll be tasting one of my favorite wines. It is a Tempranillo coming to you from Argentina, and this one specifically in Mendoza. It is an oak-aged wine from 2008. So if you're following along with a set of Vino Cards already, the Tempranillo is number 30 in our wine set. It is under the Spain-Portugal region, and that is because Tempranillo originated in Spain. Before I pour the Tempranillo, I do want you to keep in mind the 4 S's that we will be using to guide us through this wine tasting: sight, swirl, smell, and sip. And very commonly people like to add the 5th, which is savor. I can't open this. Thank goodness that didn't spill. Okay, so a Tempranillo, it has a really beautiful red color. You'll see in the glass here in just a moment. It reminds me of some like darker berries, very beautiful color. One way to learn how to look at the color and distinguish from other red wines that you'll be drinking, people will use a white piece of paper to put in front of it, and that way you'll be able to see the red color very well. I don't have a piece of paper with me, but trust me, it does work. So following the first S is sight. It does have a really beautiful like red, pinkish tint around it. Another thing to look for, and commonly it's known as the legs of a wine. So you'll see that once you've poured it, there's a little bit of just little drops coming down the glass, and it'll tell you a lot about the alcohol content. Our next S is a swirl. So we're gonna go ahead and swirl the glass. It could be a little daunting depending on the type of glass that you have. I kind of play with it, you know, do it in the air, do it on the table if you feel a little more comfortable doing so. It'll release the aromas of the wine, so it'll give us a better insight of what this wine contains and its unique flavors. So while I let my wine breathe just a little bit, I'll give you a quick interesting fact about this wine. The name Tempranillo came about from the Spanish word temprano, meaning early. This is the reference to the fact that it ripened several weeks earlier than most Spanish red grapes. The Tempranillo, of course, originated in Spain, but is also grown in Portugal, Argentina, Australia, US, and Mexico. So now that we've unleashed the beautiful aromas of this wine, go ahead and smell it. Really think about the flavors that it reminds you of, scents that you've smelled before, so really try to distinguish what those scents are. Kind of a smokiness, perhaps like a tobacco. I mostly smell berries though, for at least my nose personally is picking up on all the berries. For our smell, we have cedar, blackberry, vanilla, dill, tobacco, and leather. Now that we've enjoyed the beautiful smell of this wine, the next part, and probably most exciting, and what I always look forward to, is the actual sip. Usually at the very tip of your tongue, you'll really notice either the acidity or lack thereof, and then the flavors will come after. 90% of what you taste is what you smell, so I definitely did smell the blackberries. It's definitely a little bit of an acidic wine. Maybe take a couple of sips, try to figure out what it is you taste. I also taste a little bit of plum. Let me know what you guys think below. What are some things that you've smelled and tasted? For the taste, we have listed here tomato, dried fig, vanilla, cherry, plum, and clove. I'm usually a sweeter wine kind of girl, but considering that it has all these beautiful dark berry flavors, it's just very, very subtle and delicious and truly tastes like a good wine. If you're looking to pair your Tempranillo with some fun dishes, if you're doing a date night, having friends over, family over, there are some notes on here on what a Tempranillo pairs well with. Usually a marinara pizza or pasta sauce. Any dishes made with corn really bring out and complement the flavors of the wine. It ranges anywhere from, you know, very fancy dinners to very casual night in. A Tempranillo seems to be a good fit. For desserts, I have on here a vanilla cream pie, but personally I would definitely drink this with some brownies. I think that would be really delicious as well. And I will be doing a whole series going through the entire deck, so if you want to follow along at home, have a glass with me on a weekday, on a weekend, with your friends, your family, and just learn about wine at home easily and feel like a wine expert. You can find Vino Cards on Amazon. It will help you truly go through a wine tasting journey around the world. That is it for our Tempranillo wine flashcard. Thanks so much for learning about this wine with me, and I will see you in the next video.